Here. What's up? Let me get those ones on Twitch. Let me get those ones on YouTube. Are we good to go? Are we audible? Can you guys hear your boy? Bien. Muy bien, señorita. For that One Piece. Okay. We got ourselves a chapter wrote through One Piece. We have a TCB better translation that folks want. That's good. Hopefully. Bro, Knicks up. Let's go. Okay. Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston. Hold on, wait a minute. I see some love in the chat real quick, so I'm gonna stop the music and let's get into chapter because we're already quote unquote late. And I use quotes because technically on Twitch I had at 350. On YouTube there is no 350 time, so I was like, okay, whatever, fine. Either way, doesn't matter. First of all, Amore, much love for the 21 months. I see you. Nikki D, appreciate you, baby, for the also 21 months in the realm. We have Gamble over here for 54 months. Tier 1. Hi. Sup, dude? Appreciate you guys coming to the stream. Really damn do. No doubt about that. Last night on stream, we finally got to Plat. Bro, this season of my rivals is crazy. Dude, who'd have thought? Like, I was Grandmaster, but from Grandmaster to Gold. And every game now that I'm playing with these Grandmaster, like, it's like Platinum is the new Grandmaster. It's fucking crazy. It's like, yo, this is intense, man. Like, these games are crazy on Marvel Rivals, bro. Like, yo. Oh, my God. So many comebacks. So many flops. Jesus. All right. Either way, we're ranking up overall, which is good. I can't complain. I can't complain too much about that. Too much. I want to complain, but either way. Finally got paid and got Expedition 33. I hear it's a really good game. When I saw the trailer, I think it was last year, the game looked pretty damn good. I'm going to play that game. So I'm going to probably roll through some stuff for God of War. Hopefully run into and beat Gna, like the Valkyrie after the post game of God of Ragnarok. And once I'm done with that, because I'll be going to Japan soon. For only 1 week this time. Not 2 weeks, only 1 week. So I'll be back much sooner to do other content, that kind of stuff. But that being said, after I'm done that boss, I'm gonna go probably to Expedition 33, and then dial back over to Kazan if I can. But moving forward, because obviously there's mainstaying games I'm gonna be playing, but moving forward, in order to make sure I can get to read through content properly, and in order to make sure I can get to a lot of games properly, I just can't focus on completing every minor task in the game. All right. And that also probably means that if there's like a harder difficulty for a game, I probably won't play the harder difficulty. So I can just finish the game, right? And play the game. Even though I really like even though I really like God of War Ragnarok a lot. Playing that game on max difficulty, give me God of War mode, holy shit. I spent hours fighting mobs, bro. Mobs. Because these mobs, it was like I was a Cyberman and I'm trying to fight against the Z fighters and I'm Cheeks. And they're just Yamcha was kicking my ass from coast to coast. I was like, yo, what the fuck is happening here, man? I had to learn all their moves. I had to memorize their spots. I had to go through so much shit, dude. Oh, yeah, I'm enjoying the Frost a lot. Absolutely. Absolutely. Either way. Yeah, Record Ragnarok, listen, man, I know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're getting back there. Oh, But I need to make some thumbnails, actually. I forgot to get some thumbnails done. Fuck me. Okay. Sleep, appreciate you for 59 months. Acar, 27 months. Appreciate you, obviously. Ooh. Pinman, appreciate you for the 3 months. Dragon, Kill Emu, Agenda, Enjoyer. Oh. Monkey D. Dragon, killing Emu. Nah. Emu's got to go out either to Luffy, Blackbeard, on a roundabout, maybe Buggy. That's OD-ass play. But maybe. Because I feel like maybe Garp, and he dies in the process. Who knows? But either way, I don't see Dragon being the one to take out Emu. The Blackbeard play has always been, by far, the most intriguing play, where BB assimilates Emu, and then BB gets Emu's glaze. So every one of the BB pirates gets OD buffs, because BB's going nuts with the Abyss. And the Abyss and his absolute darkness of gravity have connections, you'd argue. So, yeah. There are plays you could do for sure. There's a lot more plays you can do with Blackbeard than you could with Dragon. Dragon just kill him, take him out. And maybe it ties to Luffy's mother in some way. But Oda himself has said before that he doesn't care about Luffy's mom. I know folks are going crazy for that. But Oda himself said he doesn't really care about Luffy's mom. He said that, he said something about shonen is about a boy's dream, so mothers play no role in it. Something of that sort. I forgot what his exact line was. And Jordan, appreciate you for the 64 months. Appreciate you for the 64 months in the realm. Damn, it's a long time. All right. But yeah, listen, don't get mad at me. That's what Oda said. It's because his mother's crocodile? Bad. Okay, so let's go to the chapter. The One Punch redraws are over? Okay, bet. Actually, I think you didn't hear about that. I'll get to all those. Though it will be now. I'm not sure if it's going to be now or not. How many chapters were redrawn? Did they redraw? Did Murata redraw every single individual chapter? What's that sound? The entire Ninja Village arc. Okay. Jesus. Okay, we'll have to get those then for sure. Vic LaFleur, I appreciate for the $5 on with YouTube. Cole, a few weeks ago I said Gunko is Tiku from K&D, but you said you didn't know who it was, but I meant codename Kid Next Door. Oh, Cookie from Cookie. Oh, from oh, shit. Okay, I got you. Kids Next. Yeah. Listen, man. There are so many. Hold on. YouTube chat, you guys good? Okay. For a second there, I got a notification that said that chat disconnected, but okay, we're good. Yeah, listen, man. Appreciate you for that $5. Yeah, I didn't realize what you meant by K&D. I'm like, K&D? Like, it sounded like a goddamn K-pop band. But yeah, codename Kid Next Door. Yeah, you're right. Okay, good. Okay, that's a good share right there. Yeah, I didn't catch that. You go listen. You have to let me know sometimes because I'm in so many different medias that you have to just let me know like what you mean by this abbreviation because I can read it like a whole different way. Because I can, let's say, think that it's some sort of thing for a manga. Or let's say something for, let's say, a band. Or let's say something about a movie, right? You have to just let me know, all right? Either way, appreciate you. Because I was like, bro, hold on, time out. Wait a minute. Whoa. What? What the hell's K&D? Oh. Now you say it? Okay, now I'm excited. I was like, Kid Next Door. Thank you, appreciate that. All right, so, enough rambling, enough mumbling. We have to open our doors. You know what I mean? Oh, you hear that, don't you? I'm high? Never. You think that I would get high before Sermon starts. Have you lost your mind? Are you crazy? Ladies and dumb boys and girls, it's time to get your elderly black woman fans on. No. That's right. That's right. It's summertime and it's hot as fuck, but we still coming to church wearing our big ass hats, looking all sorts of what the F, because we put on a show for the Lord above, and our Lord above is none other than Charles Barkley. Carter Curry. That's right. Amen. Praise be to his majesty, his magnificence, his glory, his all-encompassing might. Praise be to Mochi. Praise the Lord of Carter Curry. Give me strength. Let me achieve the highest heights, Lord. For I worship you and I praise you forever and always. In my heart of hearts, we give you our blessing. Never forget that Carter Curry will be the one to stand next to Monkey D. Luke. You see, no matter what time of day it is, no matter what year it is, or what season it is, Carter Curry is always in our hearts and souls. It doesn't matter how many decades pass, because you will tell your grandkids the magnificence of the master of Mochi with the blessing of the Ma. Let us witness on this day the glory of the second son with his majestic donuts. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Ha ha. Amen. A-N-E Hono. Latum. Dragon. Latum. And now, with the show, some respect. That's right, everyone. Remember the name. Kin Ryu Arimoto. Ryu Zaboro Otomo. We have to show respect to a man nigh, a mythical figure that shook the halls of shonen history. A man that will be forever remembered for that mighty white mustache, albeit called beard. A man who ushered in a second pirate surge, second only to Gold D. Roger in terms of magnitude. We gotta show our respects. Because ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, what is up, what is good? The King of Lightning here today, bringing you guys and gals One Piece to the One Piece War 1148 live stream live reaction. Oh my god. It's so fucking beautiful, man. It's so very beautiful. Okay, so. Oh my god. Okay. We're done tweaking out, allegedly. Now, let's get this chapter. Let's get this fucking chapter. No, fuck, yeah, true. I have not done my due diligence on the emotes at all for YouTube, or even have you guys on a separate chat. This whole layout's like too old. It's like, what, 5 years old, this layout? Or even longer? So just gotta update and change. I know that. Bullseye. Tier 3 appreciate you for 97 months. Much love, bless your heart. That's such a long time, holy fuck. Ghostblade, do you think that Shanks, much of the 10B, I don't know what that is, but do you think that Shanks pulls up at Elbaf and fits his bro? And will he fight Garling in the final war? I mean, fight his bro. Nah. I don't see Shanks pulling to Elbaf. I think it'd be too redundant. We saw Shanks in Elbaf take out Kid. Why would he go back to Elbaf? It kind of feels like redundant in terms of story. I think that he's going to be elsewhere. And also the fact that, remember, Luffy is asking Loki where Shanks is. Why would then Shanks come to Elbaf when Oda is establishing a plot point where Loki has some way of reaching Shanks? Doesn't make much sense to me, personally speaking. So I don't see Shanks coming to Elbaf at all, which made the most sense to me going into all the arc. Okay, so either way, let's shift gears. We have ourselves a chapter, the Q-body version. Julius, bless your heart, thank you very much. Let me do a baba bing, and let me do a baba boom. And is my chat here? Hello? Hello? You're there. Okay, that's me. Teehee. Morning. So, morning. Where are you at? Damn, son. Nippon. Banzai. All right, so chapter 1148, Ronja, wherever that is. You have Yamato. You have fucking damn. So is Ulti just... Why does she have a sword? You're not a sword girl. You're a mace woman. You're a club woman. What are you talking about, bro? She even has the Kozuki symbol on her? No way. Nah, no shot. This is crazy. This is crazy. Slow day? Nah, it's fine. It happens. If I got to the chapter, you know what? Here's the thing, okay? Real quick. Look, I'm just considering reading the chapter ASAP. And I understand that a lot of folks, what this is? Fucking dare you, man. If there's a problem with the translation for One Piece scans, I got to in the video. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like a lot of people just want to, nowadays, people want their fix ASAP. I mean, there are guys that do the old school for Neverworld, shots for Neverworld, We've had our fun. History, man. But back in the day, Finevero used to do videos on the spoilers to the spoilers, like before the chapters even dropped. Like he'd do videos on like the notes, and he had like the first video kind of out. People do that to this day. So chapter dropped 2 days ago. Was 2 days ago? Because TCB dropped it 10 hours ago. So they dropped it. They dropped it. I mean, you know what? Let me know if the chapter drops on One Piece Scans on Wednesday or on Thursday, and then we'll see how that goes for a little bit of time. I'm not against that idea. All right, the sooner the better in some cases. You can argue. Whatever was the name I've seen, bro. Listen, man, we've been around. We've been around the bend. We've been around the bend. We've been around the business. All right, so ulti, excellent. Studs or horns? Are horns real or not? I thought they were fake. Raizo, Horselina, lol, and apparently someone that can beat Holden, aka Tama, in a single strike, allegedly, and the dog. Okay, so you have Yamato, Page 1 ulti, new followers. Oni Child, Yamato on the Holy Night Shrine pilgrimage. Otama trusts the delivery of the Amigasa hat for Kawamatsu off to Hakumai. Okay, so it looks like she's gonna go through her Odin. She's going through her whole Odin adventure. She's going to gain Nakama like Odin did, but then in the process, she's going to also leave. So I can see it now. This is all going to be a road for Yamato to join the crew again. Info: Oda's going to fix his mistakes. Okay. Yamato Pirates? No. Yamato's going to join the Straw Hat Pirates. But just how Odin gained, like basically, Page 1 and Ulti are like, who was the first people that joined Odin's clique? It was Denjiro and it was Kinemon. So Denjiro and Kinemon are Page 1 Ulti. So there's going to be someone else at Kawamatsu's place. There's going to be a member. Maybe it's going to be Black Maria. Maybe it's going to be... if it's Jack the Dry, I don't know what's going on with this guy, bro. Why Tama get erased? She's in the background. Oh, there's this... Actually, I have no idea why she looks like that. But either way. Ulti Grand Fleet? Yeah, I think so. I think so. If she's following Yamato now, then yeah, she should be a member of the Grand Fleet. Okay. Bro, Jack's gonna be hilarious. Okay, to be updated. Okay. Whoa, my legs. Why this way? Ronja. Oh, wait, Ronja's one of the girls? Oh, yeah, okay. Ronja's one of the girls that has like that. Oh, yeah, the girl that has, I think, that massive gap between her teeth. Like the Warwick chick, I think. I think that's her. I'm not too sure. Where are you going? You're gonna fall. What's happened to the kids on branch 8? Ronja! Yes, sir. I don't know. This is weird, but it's okay. Don't worry, Yuba. It's all right. It'll all be okay. It's no big deal. It's nothing. What? Okay. Gunko has to relax for a second. It's nothing. Ronja! Arrow. I have an idea of the sound effect of how the arrow should be. And I'm thinking to myself, nah, there's gonna probably be some trash ass sound effects in the anime. When they actually get to this moment, there's gonna be some trash ass sound effects. On God. But either way, so you're gonna have the arrow pointing out. She's like on the arrow, like it's some sort of like a magical carpet. Bro, Gunko, relax. Oh, is it a plank or something? Roger, come back. It's dangerous. The realm of the dead is down there. Summers, the first one is in position to drop. Okay. Damn, dude. It's a plank. Yeah, Gunko has to fucking calm down, bro. Okay. Set it up so they'll be able to hear that brat all over Elbaf. Now then, it's your call. You've got 30 seconds before we start tossing these whelps over the edge. Mountain Beard Jarul. Send word to those teachers. Order them to set fire to their school buildings and library. Damn it all. El Jarul. No, that library contains the works that are thousands of years old. What are you saying? We have to prioritize the lives of the hostages, right? Bro. No. Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. Whoa. These demands aren't the real problem. Think about the big picture. They're trying to pressure Elbaf to bend the knee. Are you saying we should let the kids die instead? Isn't there anyone close enough to stop this? Please put an end to this twisted game. Chopper, stay put. What? Nah, let him go. Let him go monster point. Let him be useful. Fuck. Okay. We shouldn't attempt to face those two without understanding their abilities. But then why are you? I just can't keep my emotions. What do you mean? Hold on, wait. Demonio? Demonio Fleur? The rage of the demon child? Castle, I appreciate you for the 68 months. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you. Once again, older guy, my heart, my balls. Okay, we'll see. You're going to kill the kids? What the hell is wrong with you? Not even the world's worst criminals stoop this low, using children as hostages. You have seen enough of the world, Nami. Yo, where's Brooke? Oh my God, Brooke got mummified. Is that even possible? He's a skeleton. But I mean, I guess it already slipped the skept. After that after that Gunko beatdown, Brooke just got completely wrapped up like a mummy, man. Damn, son. And there's a key. The notions of an insect mean nothing to me. This prick, he doesn't care. Nami, he does not give a fuck. Frankie, I'm coming with you. Right, let's go. Okay, Ripley, Frankie, we move. We're going too. We'll split up. Okay, Giants, let's go. One group will help fight the monsters and the other will go rescue the kids. Smart. Arm yourselves. To branch 8. Set sail, we ride. Oh, hold on. So they fixed their ships after the hags, after the wives did their thing, I guess? Or is that a different ship? I'm not sure. To branch 8. Okay, so, oh, never mind. So we have monsters here. So we have monsters that are still in the area. Yo, wait. Are these monsters actually bigger than the castle or bigger than the castle? That's insane. What the fuck? That's not possible. Well, actually, no. I guess it is possible, but it's like, bro, what the fuck? What? They're that massive? Holy shit. To branch 8. To branch 8. One more thing. When you burn the school and library down, you are forbidden to rescue even one book from the flames. Why, you ask? We intend for certain things to burn. Your culture and your history. Okay. Nico Robin is making her move. Okay, here we go. Ooh! I haven't seen a pan like that for Robin in a minute. Since Wano. Oh, shit. Drumstick. Holy shit. Summers. What? Oh, fuck. What is good, nigga? And mind you, Robin, knowing her, she's just testing the waters to see how strong he is, his abilities, and so on. It's like she's probing. And you can see, okay, so it's like also a massive arm. So it's a giant palm. Summers is probably a big guy, but it's a giant palm. Not her actual palm in terms of size. So either way, this is nice. This is very, very nice. Summers got caught off guard by Robin. Robin kind of bringing me back to the old school, well, maybe not old school assassin days, because it is from range. But again, she's trying to pull up. She's not trying to do up close and personal because he may have some sort of barrier thing going on there. But either way, that's smart. Smart as fuck. Robin! Robin, are you all right? Careful. We still haven't worked out what those guys capable of. I know. Chopper, Russell. Oh, okay. Quattro mano. You're Nico rope clutch. Clutch. Okay. Last chapter. I mean, why is Oda glazing up Robin with Scopper? Okay. Robin making some moves here on Summers. Summers is, pinch. Well, no. Probably has the same immortality factor that Gunko has. But still, I like what I see there. Quattro mano. Nico. Holy shit. Robin, okay. Normally, that happens to somebody. Spinal. That damage, woof, it's over. Normally, though. Once you're clutched and your spine snaps, once you have that Okir regen, you're in trouble. However, Robin, you did it. He's been snapped in half. They're in more. We can't beat them. Who says this? Hold on. Is that someone talking to her? Elbaf, can you hear me? Damn, dude. Bro, look, why is he wearing a Sanji? Like when Sanji had like his spine broken, had his like leg twisted all the way around, his neck was all fucked up, and then he just smashed back together. He reminds me of that a little bit. So you have Summers over here. His spine is doing like this sort of like severed break. His neck is all the way over here. Homeboy is, you think he's cooked, and then he gets back like a goddamn. Okay. Fuck. 20 seconds remain until the first kid falls. Damn it, he's a zombie too. Huh? Robin just took this nigga Summers and is trying to do Rock Lee's primary Lotus. What the fuck just happened here? Robin just tackles the shit out of Summers. Yo. What? Wait, Robin? 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 Doing a play like Robin? This feels very uncharacteristic of Robin. I don't know. Robin doing a dive bomb DDT from, like 14 miles up. I don't know if that's normal what she does. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? No, like there's a play here. There's a play. This is very, hold on. Whoa. Bro, wait, time out. This is a DDT from top of the steel cage, let alone, top of the rope. Hold on. Grab Summers with multiple arms. Summers, whoa there. What are you doing? Don't tell me. You got a crush on me? Huh? Nah, nigga. Stop. You getting played somehow. I don't know how, though. Bro, Robin? Hold on. What? No, wait, hold on. This is definitely a play. She's going to use her wings, or it's a clone, or she's going to have her arms reach back up to grab it, so he just falls down. Okay. 3 options. 1, wings. 2, it's a clone. 3, arms reach back up to just kind of float there or hang on, and she's fine while Summers falls. This is crazy. What? You jumped off the edge? You have a death wish? Love me all you want. I'm not joining a suicide pact. Reminds me of that suicide isekai. Holy shit. Okay. Robin, what are you doing? No, wait. She's taking him. No, it's a play. Yeah, I was confused too. It's a play. It's got to be a play. I know full well you're supposedly immortal and have eaten the thorn fruit to boot. But we can only save those children if your invisible thorns are gone. Ho ho. So you figured that dragging me down there will take the kids out of my range? You're one shrewd lady. Nah, Robin got stabbed way too many times. That to be real. No, okay, I'm going clone. This man turned to a damn porcupine. And then Robin looking like she's Miss Doublefinger. Nah. That's a clone. Definitely clone, bro. Definitely clone. Okay. Clone was, yeah. Bro, come on. You can't have Robin looking like Miss Doublefinger without the power. So if you look back, you can see her flower petals coming down from her body. Well, I don't know if that's because of her actual body or because of the arms that she made. So I was too sure. That's why I give you 3 options. Wings, clone, or she grabs on with her arms. But it was number 2, clone. I was a clone. So Robin made a clone. And then, because Robin got stabbed through the goddamn, I think that last panel was just clear. There's no way she's looking like Miss Dolphin right here. And brother, holy shit. Huh? Poof, gone. Huh? No way. Flower petal clones. So Robin was probing. She said before that she wanted to see, how is it? We don't know how the powers work. So Robin, she is smart. She had a clone probe to see what his powers are really about. And to be fair, all he did was make a thorn porcupine body of himself. But she's gone. Wait, she's gone? That woman. How many moves ahead does she think? Many. At times she can. And now she's here to free the Straw Hats. Good shit. Robin, that was so cool. The knife doesn't seem to be cut. Is that Gunko's wrappings? Wait, is Gunko just covering Brooke completely? That's crazy. Robin, that was so cool. The knife doesn't seem to be able to cut it. I guess we'll have to take down that woman to free ourselves. 10 seconds left. That's that guy's voice. Damn. Hey, imagine this nigga had this thorn coming out of a certain part of his body. I won't say what it is. But damn. Whoa, yeah, throughout heaven and earth. Summers alone is the honored one. When you're at the beach, you're just floating along, vibing, bro, or at least at the pool. Ayo, chill, his belly button, bro. Bitch, stop being sus. Whoa. You niggas are sus, bro. His belly button, fucking freaks. Answer me, Jarul. Hey, Gunko, let them hear the kid's voice. Speak up. Elder Jarul, Rondra, I love school. I've got friends there. Hurry. Rondra's my daughter. Yo, shit. I love the library too. We're coming to save you. We learned lots and lots of stuff about the world from the books there. And the teachers made sure we learned important stuff. Important stuff? Okay, that matters. Nami caught that too, maybe. We learned important stuff. What? So, could maybe the books burn, but the kids remembered everything so they can rewrite everything anyway? Maybe? Yeah, what stuff? Okay, never mind. Maybe I'm out of pocket here. Like not causing trouble for others and look at this brave girl. Like not to cause trouble for others and not to do things that others hate. If saving me means that the school and library go away, I think everyone will hate that. Damn. It'd be better if I just fell. Don't worry, Elder Drool. That's a brave girl. That's a brave girl. Damn, Drool. Oh, mama, nah. We coming to save you. We coming to fuck. Damn, son. Jeez, I'm sorry. I was fucked up. Oh, yeah, okay. This is holy shit, dude. Okay. Whew. Okay. Damn. Okay, Ronja, we see you. I've always been lucky. I'm sure I'll be okay. This nigga. 2, 1. Agni! Please burn down the school. Elder Jarul. Fuck, man. Okay, make the play. Burn down the school. The library, too. Please set it all on fire. Yes, sir. No. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? He's back. Yeah. I love the expression on your face, nigga Robin. Stop it. Robin, run. Get out of here. Hold on. Really? That's what he wants you to do, though. Fuck. Oh, my God. There's no guarantee that she's going to be fine. Shit. Okay. What the hell? What the fuck? This nigga just ran all across the fucking what? What is he, Tengu Brunch from Toriko? He just ran at the speed of lightning. How is his arm already cut? It's not regenerating. Long time no see? You've seen Summers before? Scupper Gaban! Oh, shit. Yo, that is such a Zoro cut, bro. Hold on. Whoa! I see haki! I see blue. I see blood splurting in the air. He's here. Oh, that long ass thing is a sword. Jesus Christ. There's haki on his sword. On his axe. We see a bolt of haki, like, almost going through. Wait, hold on. Is this... Wait, time out. No. This is the second shot. When the fuck... Wait, hold on. There's 2 shots. Gaban hits him at first from what? From range? And then follows that up? I don't see one axe. Did he throw his other axe on it? Whoa. Hold on. Timeout. He cut him twice. The first one, and then the second one. That's a chapter? That was a short ass chapter. Holy fuck. He cuts him twice. It's a drawing error? No, I don't think so. Unless he did what Brooke did. No, wait. Hold on. Was that even him? Was that somebody else? Hold on, I'm missing something here. Gaban crying, yes sir, drip, cries. Yeah, I love that expression on your face, nigga. Robin, stop it. Robin, run, get out of there. So Robin is trapped by the thorns now. Robin's in trouble. This man is doing some little slugger shit, some Dino A shit, home run swing. Then all of a sudden there's a dart and then there's a run and then his arm is already cut. I have to assume that he threw his axe at some point, but we don't see that, or he did the air cut before you even arrived. That's what I have to assume. There's no other panels between this and that. Wait, what is this panel? Hold on. Scopper? Is that him running? I'm assuming that's Scopper running, and then he jumps over to that branch. So I'm assuming that he threw his axe or he did an air cut of some kind. Because I want to say maybe it was like Brook, where Brook, he's so fast, he already cut you before it happened. He cut you and then you don't even realize that. But Gaban is then running over to him. I only see one axe with Gaban, though. I don't see two axes. So I'm going to assume that Gaban threw his other axe. That's my assumption. I'm going to assume that Gaban threw his other axe at Summers' hand. It's not regenerating. His immortality factor isn't working, which I think corresponds to the haki. I've done this videos before. And then it looks like Summers knows Gaban. Okay. Now here brought another question. Was Summers at God Valley? Because that is the only time we've ever seen the Gold D Roger Pirates interact with Holy Land members and the God's Knights. So was Summers at God Valley? And if so, how old is Summers? Because that was like 35 years ago, right? So wouldn't that make him, is Summers older? Is he like in his 50s and 60s? And he was like 20 or in his teens during God Valley? 30 years ago. Oh, almost 40 years ago. So Summers is much older than I thought he would be. He's probably like in his 60s or maybe 70s, but he's probably in his 60s at least. And then the cut. And then Gaban. I'm mad. Robin, we need you to deviate back to the library and stop what's her face, Angie, from burning the library down. You need to stop her. Or the owl who was like, nah, dude, you ain't burn my shit down. Fuck off. Hold on. So, let me see here. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Something is off. Yeah, you mentioned before. Yeah, the drawing error. Okay, yeah, no. That's more like a drawing error. His left arm is cut in that panel, but he says that his right arm getting cut. So he should be flipped around. The paneling is off. Yes, his right arm should be cut, not his left arm. Okay, no, that is the drawing error, yes. But that's not the thing that's getting me the most fucked up. How did he do in the first place? So, like, I thought that maybe like, you would see an axe whiz by or something. But no, his hand just cut. His arm just cut off entirely. And he has that face reaction when Gaban pulls up? Dog. Hey, yo, Gaban's got him, bro. Bro, I hope Gaban can resummon the axe or something. Like, he can do what Kratos does. Just kind of, and then it just comes back to him. Yeah. Damn. Gaban looking incredible. And it looks like what I've been saying for a while about haki being the key cornerstone reason why obviously it all goes back to Shanks. But if you're an immortal, it doesn't matter, bro. Hold on, dude. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. You can have immortality up the damn dick hole. Doesn't matter. Bro. Kaido was right. Transcends all things. If you have the haki, I think it's just the haki. It could be some more like obscure. Gaban, ooh. No. Because I don't think that Garp could do this. He's too out of season, maybe. Maybe he could, though. I'm not too sure. I don't know. Because Gaban is a love maker. Like Sanji, of course. Confirmed. Not confirmed. Ha. And so is Garp. But I don't think the power of love is actually what's going on here. That'd be kind of weird. Like the power of love is what you need to permanently damage immortals or something. I don't think so. I thought about it for a second, but I don't think so. I think it's just haki. I think the key thing here is haki. But it depends on how much haki you're using. I think that's the key here. Because he has a smaller bolt of haki, but maybe he's using it in a certain way, or he knows a certain technique. Yeah, or it's actually a metric ton of haki, but right now it doesn't seem that way. Because you see a bolt kind of going through someone's body, or let's say on the side. Then you see bolts around Gaban. Okay, hold on. Perfected haki? Oh. Okay. I have done videos in the past before talking about this. I did a video. You know, why not? Let's just talk about it here now for a few seconds. YouTube, give me your thoughts, comments, concerns, donations. I'm going to yap for a second or two, okay? 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 Joy Boy Hockey, aka No Hostility, aka Love Hockey. Nah, I don't think it's Love Hockey. I don't think that's Love Hockey, because I don't think Love Hockey is a thing per se. Though I think that, okay, let me just focus, okay? Because I think Oda's kind of been telling you this ever since Shanks shut down Green Bull's powers. That's what I think, okay? I'll be honest here. I think that the first person to showcase this was Shanks. Shanks showed you that haki has an ability to essentially negate other powers. That's basically what it is, okay? And I said it back then too, especially in the anime. If you go to the anime version of it, it's like that Shanks has, his haki is almost like a straitjacket around Green Bull. And Green Bull he's forced to power down. He's forced to like condense down his form and go back to regular form. And then we saw with Joy Boy's haki, and Shanks' haki is confirmed to be parallel to Joy Boy's haki in the same ballpark, that Joy Boy, when Ahmed undid the haki knot, what happened? The elders were forced to power down, and they were forced to teleport back to the Holy Land. So Joy Boy's haki, if the reason why the elders were on out because of the abyss teleportation, then haki on Joy Boy's level, or maybe it's love haki or whatever, non-hostile haki, whatever, or it's a certain amount of haki, conqueror's haki, whatever it is. It's that's able to even negate the abyss. The powers of the abyss can be negated by the call of the Supreme King. Because the call of the Supreme King has the ability, a pinnacle ability, you could argue, to negate all other abilities. Potentially. And in fact, actually, I'm lying to you. The first cases wasn't Shanks and Green Bull, though maybe it was. Actually, no, I think it was. But I think Soon after that, you can argue it was in One Piece Volume 4 Billion, where Oda, and this is canon, Oda said that Shanks has Conqueror's haki so strong that he can negate future sight. Keep that shit. Keep that shit. Shanks has Conqueror's haki that is so powerful that he can negate future sight. You can't see Shanks' future. That's not headcanon. That is the canon. That is the canon. That is confirmed in the One Piece Volume 4 Billion. That is canon. As far as I understand. Okay? That is canon. That is canon. That is canon. As far as I know, that is canon. Okay? And then Shanks, so he has that ability. He has future sight negation. He has the ability also to shut down Green Bull's powers. And Joy Boy's haki, we saw in real time, could shut down other people's powers. And Shanks' haki is comparable to Joy Boy's haki. And I believe so is Goldie Rogers, where I believe that Goldie Roger, so Kaido said that someone like Goldie Roger didn't need any powers. Haki alone could conquer the Grand Line, or haki could transcend. Haki could transcend all things. Haki can transcend all things. I think he means Conqueror's haki. That, I think, it is alluding to the power of Goldie Rogers' Conqueror's haki. Haki's an power system. Well, the problem is that haki isn't fleshed out completely like other power systems are. Devil Fruits are actually, well, Devil Fruits were mostly fleshed out, but let's, for example, even when we didn't know certain things with Devil Fruits, come the very, very end of the pre-time skip, like for example, we didn't know that there were mythical zones until the very fucking end of the pre-time skip, right? So you can argue that Devil Fruits are now completely, like they're done. Well, I guess we've seen Awakening Zones too in Impel Down, but actual skill use of Awakening we didn't see until Dressrosa. So haki, I agree. Haki is not as good as a system as Devil Fruits for sure. But that being said, because I view Shanks as the pinnacle of haki alive in the world right now. I think that Shanks is the prima, he is the greatest haki user on the planet by far. Gaban, I think, knows the same technique or the same level or that type of haki, whether it's love, whether it's a certain level of Conqueror's haki you have to have, so on and so forth, whatever it is. Gaban knows that, and he's able to actually do permanent damage, lasting damage to an immortal like Summers. Now, it's also possible too, keep this in mind, right? That Summers is not on the same immortality tier as the Elders. That's possible too, where Gunko, Summers, Kiringram, Shamrock, other Holy Knights, they don't have the same level of immortality that the 5 Elders do, because let's say, for example, it's the Elders have a stronger connection to the Abyss than the Holy Knights do, because they're Emu's direct aides, and they also have the number of magical seals. They have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can argue that, right? So you can argue something like that. So, yeah, I'm saying it's a possibility, okay? Why is it that the 5 Elders have numbers to their magical circles, but the Holy Knights don't? You could argue, well, maybe it's because immortality, like, for example, you have, like in Bleach, you can argue that Ulquiorra is in some ways immortal because he has that high speed of regeneration. But he's not like Aizen, who's like a true immortal, you can argue, right? So there's levels of immortality here, where you can be able to come back and regenerate, but are you a true immortal? And this is a quote unquote a demon hierarchy, maybe a demon hierarchy, maybe, who knows? But that being said, though, I think that's the key thing here. The key thing here is that there are two keys here. Number one, the haki. Whatever it is in terms of haki that Gaban has, that's the key. One. Two is that maybe Summers and the Holy Knights do not have the same level of immortality as the Five Elders do it or Emu does. But, because, listen, Gaban probably has a metric ton of haki in this cut. In this first axe throw, Kratos style, charge it up, vroom, flip, nani. A lot of haki in that first attack. And this one for sure, without doubt. But Gaban is probably not on the same. No, he's not. Wait. Gaban is for sure a weaker Congress haki user than freaking Joy Boy. For sure. 1,000% yes. All right. So even if it is a sort of tier, a hierarchy of immortality that's going on here between the Holy Knights and the Five Elders and Emu, in theory, all you just need is better, stronger haki. Whether, let's say, be Conqueror's haki, whether, let's say, be the more serene love haki, whatever Eric's saying there. I don't know. Love hockey's with me, but maybe. What if it's, you have to be, let's say, like only people that have an affinity for Conqueror's haki can get on this certain level where it doesn't matter what level of immortality you are, haki transcends all. Shut it down. Stop it. And people like Luffy, people like probably Shanks, Goldie Roger, Joy Boy, they probably all have, and Luffy we know, an affinity for Conqueror's haki. They have an affinity for it. So I'm willing to bet here that they have the max, or they can reach the max out Conqueror's haki, like the highest pinnacles of that shit. So this man said Sage Hockey. Yeah, whatever you want to call it, bro. Ha! Yo, listen. Gourmet energy hockey, correct. Senju DNA hockey, correct. Vongola Flame hockey, correct. Ultra Instinct hockey. Ooh! Oh! Ultra Instinct hockey. They got it. They got it. They got it. Okay? They have it. They have they have the true Bunkai hockey. Okay? But again, so those are the two key factors I think about right now. Otherwise, I mean, I guess there's one. I don't know if the power of love is an independent power. That's something that's going to be weird. Because we already have the weird soul shenanigans. And it's hard to say, hold on, Eric, it's hard to say that, if you're still here in the chat, it's hard to say that this guy has no hostility, right? Dorbrick said there's no hostility to it. I don't know. Well, I mean, because you can argue that in terms of Joy Boy's hockey, that no hostility factor means that it's not targeting them, but it's still hostile to the Marines because they got knocked out. That's not argue because like the Marines, they got knocked out. It's hostile towards them. That Joy Boy hockey, and then again, Shanks did the same thing, and he was hostile to Greenbull. No. Ahmed probably just was targeting the Marines and the Elders and not, the pirates and so on and so forth. So that hostility thing, I think, just refers to who the hockey is targeting them, who the hockey is targeting, not the type of hockey. So Kaido was probably right. And there's a good chance here that in terms of Conqueror's hockey infusion, this is one way to permanently damage an immortal. There could be more ways of doing it, But I think that this is one way of actually doing it, where in terms of haki, you have to be at a certain level of haki. So I would say probably right now, you know what? Hold on. Yeah. I think that not even Luffy right now is on that level. There's a good chance. He probably needs more work in that department. Because I said before too, I said that one of the things I want Scarborough to do in the future of this arc is maybe teach Luffy how to use his Conqueror's haki in the correct way. Or at least understand what it really means to be a Conqueror's haki infusion user. And because Luffy has an affinity for Conqueror's haki, his eventually in the future, his haki will be on the same level as Shanks's, as Joy Boy's, as Roger's, and probably even better than all of them. There's a good chance when in the series, he will have the strongest haki on the planet, in the planet's history. So, I said before that I do want Gaban to teach Luffy if Gaban knows this, and I think he does know this. So I think Gaban will help Luffy in some respects. Like, he'll see this happen, and then because Luffy had a hard ass time, remember that he had a hard ass time dealing with the elders. Like, Saturn kept on coming back, and he kept on getting annoyed constantly. Like, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? How? Every time. And I don't think we saw. I mean, I guess we can kind of go back to the panels. I don't know how many panels we saw of Luffy using infusion for attacks on the elders. I don't know how many times we saw that, honestly, if I'm real with you. But I'm thinking that's the case here, where Gaban could teach him the true purpose of Conqueror's haki, to dominate other powers and abilities wholesale, other attributes wholesale, transcend all things, right? Like, you can have a Goku, you can have Limbo clones, you can have like the Black Vongula Flame, you can have Key Balls, you can have Gourmet Cells, you can freaking I go down a list, all right? You can have all these things. Doesn't matter. Transcend all things. Shut it down. Boom. That is the pinnacle of Conqueror's haki infusion. To negate all things. Literally, all things. Shut it down. Stop. That would even apply to maybe physique-based things, like your raw physical strength and speed, potentially. I don't know about that one. Technology, like a beam of light comes your way, shut it down. Or let's say you have these sort of death rays, shut it down. Just shut it down. Just boom. Yeah, like Dazai from Bungyo Stray Dogs. But it's not a touch thing. It's more like a universal thing where, like, the haki, well, for certain people, let's say for Gaban, he has to make contact because he's not on, I'm assuming, based on what we see him do for the first time in this arc, he has an affinity for observation haki because I think he's the parallel to Sanji. Woo, and by the way, this is a great outlook for Sanji's future. Make no mistake. Oh, Immortal. Shut it down. Woo! Oh, the agenda. It is delicious. Make no mistakes. Absolutely, man. But there's no clear way to distinguish the usage of coding yourself with kings. There's not, but that's Oda's issue in terms of being able to display how Conqueror's haki is depicted in the story. Like, for example, let's say, in theory, I'm not saying this is the case. I'm not saying this is the case. I'm not, okay? I'm not. But in theory, let's say that Garp can't do this. Let's just say, okay? Maybe he could. I don't know. Garp can make gigantic titanic bolts of Conqueror's haki that stemmed off of the buildings when he did the Galaxy Impact. Huge. But Gaban may know the technique or the right application to use Conqueror's haki to do permanent damage to an immortal. So what Gaban knows, Garb does not know, even though Garb, you can argue, can make bigger bolts of Conqueror's haki. Or let's say, for example, the size of the bolt doesn't necessarily matter, and it's more like, well, for example, Gaban's bolts are more condensed given how he's attacking. And let's say if they weren't condensed, they'd be just as big as a branch. I have no idea. The Conqueror's haki depiction is very inconsistent in the story because it has the same sort of application as arm haki in many respects, right? So hey, yeah, you know what, too? Fair enough. This could be temporary. Let's say, for example, he's able to temporarily stop the regeneration of summers. That's possible. That is possible. Where it's only for a short window of time has summer stopped regenerating. But a truly powerful Conqueror's haki infusion user, Shanks, he could permanently stop regen immortality factor. So that's also another key too. That's also, yeah, fair point. This could all be temporary, not permanent. Fair. So there are many avenues as to like how this works out. Honestly, there really, really is. Cold Start Blazing means just the facts. You may not like it, but I don't care what you like or not. It's just the facts of the story. Like, get over it. Shanks is him. He is the one. Every single haki feat that we've seen in the story so far has been inferior to the Joy Boy haki feat, which is comparable to what Shanks can do. And Shanks himself proved that he could do something similar to Green Bull. He proved that in real time. So again, just you can get mad all you want to, but remember, the character in the story that Oda glazes the most is Shanks by far. The man will dress up as Shanks and go to cons. He will go to the One Piece Live Action. He'll literally go to places dressed up as Shanks. So for you to get salty over that reality is a you problem. It's not a me problem. It's not an Oda problem. It's a you problem, okay? Shanks is that nigga. If you don't like it, then you shouldn't be reading One Piece. Big facts. Okay. So, on that note, donations. Cool, might be something he heard from Laugh Tale. It's not a bad idea. 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 Gaban and company found out about the true power. Well, but maybe. I don't know. Because I feel like, why would that be a detail in if the Rio polyglyph is there, and then they mention the true power of Conqueror's haki infusion? Because, well, maybe not say directly, but let's say, for example, they mention how Joy Boy could do this to X, Y, and Z, Demon King, or whatever the fuck, okay? Okay, fine. But not until we... I thought it'd be kind of awkward to mention it in the last place, but I can see it happening. I can see a situation where they do mention this ability. But hey. Okay. We're really in Scarborough in the top 30 in the same spot. I think they're right under Admiral. Something like that. Okay. Donations. Crazy? No, it's not crazy. Keep in mind that this is just one. This is one application of a power against a certain. Okay, let me say it a different way. Just because you know a method of countering something or you have a better technique doesn't mean that you're more powerful than the person that doesn't know that technique. Like, for example, okay? Kikunojo has the ability to damage Kaido. Kiku can damage Kaido with Oden's haki. That doesn't mean that Kiku is stronger than Luffy in Dressrosa. No. Or Katakuri. Fuck no. Or Jack the Drow. Or King the Wildfire, Queen the Plague, or any of them. Kiku can damage Kaido, but Kiku is not stronger than these niggas. No. Same goes for Kawamatsu. Same goes for Ashradoji. Same goes for whatever the fuck, right? Like, you know a certain technique that allows you to damage Kaido. Gaban knows a certain technique that allows him to actually do lasting damage to an immortal. Okay. Does that mean he's being Fujiwara in a one-on-one fight? A long way to go for that. A long way to go for that. Honestly. The fuck? GDN. Bro literally said Scopper Gaban. Scopper Gaban. Like I said, last chapter, Gaban is going to mog the Holy Knights until they use his son as a hostage. It's possible. That's possible. That's possible. Though again, this could be like, let's say for example, after an hour, he can regen back again. But within that window of time, Gaban can just fuck him up, you know? Or let's say Gaban does attack, takes last stand out of Gaban. Possible. But either way, Gaban is here to fuck him up. And I love it. Bro, I love it. I love it. I do. The only person that's stronger than Gaban on the island should be Luffy, though. So, but that being said, though, Gaban is putting on a show. Abyssal Leviathan. The virgin Summers, afraid of emperors, scared of Gaban. The Chad Kizaru, willing to fight two emperors and suicide, not scared of Rayleigh. Fair. We'll give Kizaru's flowers. Loki? Okay, fair enough. Loki could be stronger than Gaban. That's fair. But we have to see Loki actually do some shit. He's getting a lot of gas, but I mean, Loki's right now MIA. But yeah, Gaban could be compared to Loki. Loki had one hammer swing. It was insane. But like in most cases, doing damage to someone of note versus the environment a lot of times means more. And being able to actually damage an immortal in earnest feels like it means more than having a big bolt of lightning that damaged the branch. Loki of the Admirals? I think the Admirals are nuts, so I don't know that. Eric, appreciate you. Again, Joyboy Hockey, aka No Hostility, Love Hockey. We got that earlier. But again, Eric, that one, I don't know about that one. GDN, turns out Gaban is using an advanced observation haki that is visually indistinguishable from advanced armament and conquerors. Peak power. So this is advanced observation? I mean, buddy, I understand what you're getting at, but nah. Look, observation is more about presence and seeing the future and things of that sort, right? I don't think this is it. Maybe if there was a lightning bolt coming out of his eye or something, because you know how in the anime they have the user, like at least they used to do this, where the haki user would have their eyes kind of turn red for a second or two because they were using their ability. That happened, I think, a lot actually. I think in Film Z, and then also for the Film Gold. What was it? I think the Film Gold special. But I don't think this is anything involving. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe he's applying his Conqueror's haki. He's able to control it better, and then he's able to do that through observation haki. So let's say he has much weaker Conqueror. Let's say, for example, he has much weaker Conqueror's haki than someone like Garp, but he's able to apply it in such a way to where it's magnified. It's way more effective because of his observation. But that's kind of me being generous there, I think, honestly. An observation haki technique that lets him see his opponent's weaknesses, like Brain Point. In a way, yeah, kind of. But it'd be almost like, not just that, it's also applying haki to said weaknesses in the right amount to do lasting damage to an immortal. So it's not just knowing where the weakness is. It's also being able to apply your haki to that particular point. So it's like a more effective Brain Point. But again, like, I don't see this being that's kind of weird to me. I think it's wholesale Congress haki, but I see what you're saying there. Because he does have at least it seems to me he has very good observation haki. He even sensed, what was it, like the two voices that were trying to hide, no, three voices that were trying to hide, he sensed them. But they couldn't escape. He's applying W measurements, definitely advanced option haki. But observation doesn't attack in any way. It's got to be a combo of the two. It's got to be at least a combo of advanced observation and Conqueror's haki, if what you're saying is true. Mihawk and Luffy and Marineford? Maybe. That's to be confirmed that is, well, maybe those haki on that sword slash, I'm not too sure. But there has to be, maybe he was using that ability or not. And that makes most sense. You can argue that he was using COO, but it's possible. I'm not gonna say that is the case for sure, but it's possible. Okay, Eric again. Dorian Brogy, Son of Hostility. You got that before. GDN. It has to be something revs like Morley can use. Nah, I don't know about that. Well, actually, timeout. Fuck me. Who is going to be able to fight them? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. The fuck? Yo, Ziz. Much love for the Jesus. Much love for the $100 over on YouTube. God damn. Moe Q, appreciate you on that Arabian night status. Bless you, dude. Damn. Okay, hold on. I was going to go to Reggie's donation for a second, but Reggie, you have to wait for a second, okay? Ziz dropped 100. Holy fuck. Hope all is good today, Cole. Jesus Christ. What are your thoughts on the ending? Is it similar to Shanks, Joy Boy, and maybe even Kaido and Big Mom? How do you feel about it being the key to everything? Last thing, does it give credit for me saying that Luffy will train with Gaban? You know, listen, we had the same thought process about Gaban too being trained. Yeah, I think that this ending does give us a lot of credence. I said before too. I had a whole kind of like 50-minute spiel about it. I said before too that to me, Gaban will be able to train Luffy and like how to use his Kakusaki more effectively, or what the pinnacle of that power is really. And it makes the most sense too, given what Kaido said. Kaido and Big Mom had haki so strong they could not be moved by law in his room. So their haki was negating his powers. What haki though? And it feels like it's all about conqueror's haki, will. That's what it feels right now. Shit though. People made the idea or the point that, okay, maybe there is an application of observation in this too, where he's able to actually do this sort of damage and pinpoint certain parts of his body and do massive damage to those areas because of observation. I don't see how it attacks. I can't see it being utilized in some way to get a better shot at him for sure. Maybe not. Who knows? I don't think it's because like the reason why it's hard to say if it's actually conqueror's haki or not is because the bolt is thin. The bolt is pretty thin. It's not really distinct like we've seen Garp or we've seen Luffy and Kaido. You know, it's not massive. But that could be Oda's style of doing it, where he wants to make it look cool and have these gigantic bolts take away from the artwork itself. So Oda's made them small. So I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I'm really not. I'm really not at all. That's a problem too with this whole idea, where the bolts don't look as big as they would on other panels of, I mean, Kaido and Luffy, when they were doing their clash, there was huge, titanic gigabolts that spanned the whole skyline. Like, yo! Or like when Yamato and Kaido clash, big bolts on the whole rooftop of Onigashima. Massive bolts. And then I'm seeing this, I'm like, well, it's a small-ass bolt. It's a cool frame of you have the bolts around Scopper. You got the bolt going through Summers' body. So I can understand why people would say, okay, it's armor haki, not conqueror's haki. Or it's a combination, or it's somehow a weird application of observation haki, or it's power of love, or it's not hostile in some way. But I'm keeping it stacked. It probably is conqueror's haki, but Oda's not showing you it in full like he would normally. Because stylistically, it'd be a little bit awkward to have a gigantic, thick-ass black bolt going right next to Summers' body when his design is mostly black in the manga, obviously. You have the black sword thorn thing, and then it takes away from the white ambiance that you have near Gaban if he has these black bolts on him too. That's what I think stylistically you can argue that having these gigantic thunderous bolts makes no real sense. So yeah, listen, it's possible. I'll admit that. All right, obviously, only time can tell. Next chapter, next chapter I'll be in Japan, so I probably won't get the chapter right away. Probably get that. Maybe I'll do a stream, but it's gonna be wonky in Japan, I think. Fuck me. Either way, yeah, I'm not too sure. It's possible that it is not Kankaki infusion at all, and some is entirely. But I'm willing to bet that this. I'm willing to bet that it is infusion. I really am. Reggie still at work, but it looks like they have some form of regent after all. I'm curious if the deterrent for regent is an armament like Blackbeard of the Logias, something Zoro may tap into but damage a true body. I'm not too sure because again, I don't see it as armament haki. I see it as conqueror's haki. But to be fair, it could be armament haki. The only problem is that the only other power we've seen be able to do something similar is only conqueror's haki. Because conqueror's haki seems to be the only power that can really transcend all things. We saw with Shanks and Joy Boy. So I would assume that Gaban has the same thing too. But then again, it could be observation in some weird way. So I don't. Maybe Ryo? Nah. Because my guess here is that Luffy was using Ryo haki when he fought against the Elders. Again, Luffy fought against the Elders, and their region was pissing him off, and he couldn't get it done. So Gaban knows something about haki in some way, whether it's observation, armament, conquerors, power of love, whatever it is. he knows something about haki that Luffy does not know. Because Luffy was struggling for a long ass time to do any lasting damage to any of the elders. Angie C, I appreciate it for the too. What arm was that abyss tattoo on? Was it an arm? I have no idea. Could it be somewhere on his skull? Could it be on his belly button? There's many options on the body. It could be on his feet, on his soles. Who knows? I have no idea. No idea. Because no, hold on, time out. If it was that arm, wouldn't he say something like, "Oh fuck, the tattoo," or "Oh fuck, my body"? Like, he expected his arm to regen. His expectation was for it to regen. So I'm assuming that the arm being cut off didn't matter, because that tattoo probably wasn't on the arm, or that mark of the abyss. Yeah, he was surprised about not being able to regen, not losing the tattoo that has attached to the abyss. That'd be a crazy weakness, though. Just if you cut off the limb that has the connection to the abyss, then they're just fucked. Possible. This is again. The blot is wrapping around him. Looks like a cape. Oh, the bolt. Wait, is the bolt wrapping around him, or is it going through him? Oh, hold on. Is there some bolt here too? Why? The bolt is wrapping around him. Looks like a cape. The bolt? The blot? Looks like a cape. It feels to me like it's actually going through his body, but I'm not too sure. It could be going through his side. I'm not. Yeah, this one. Look at the cape. Yeah, I see the cape. I see the bolt too. Unless I'm missing something. Is there more that I'm missing here? Let me see here. The cape, bolt over here. In terms of paneling, that could be just how it could be going across his right shoulder and back behind him. No? Unless you're saying that the bolt is kind of going around his back. Like it's not going to the distance. It's actually wrapping around him, going behind him, going behind his cape. Okay, maybe. I think I see what you're saying here. The Moss 5. Don't forget that law negated Doc Q's Deathroot power without Congress haki. It has to be an advanced use of observation armament haki, in my opinion, unless law later develops Congress haki. That's for Deathroot powers, not the Abyss. I think the Abyss is different. Now, maybe you can argue that the Abyss is tied to a different power. Let's say Emu's power, fair enough. But at the same time, we've seen it before where haki users cannot damage Deathroot-oriented things. Like, for example, Zeus and Prometheus. Luffy had haki on his fist, but he couldn't damage them. Only Brook could with his soul power shit. So, the Abyss, I think, like, to me, the Immortals are like the modern-day Logias. Law could regenerate. I mean, Law could stop Daku's powers from working, fair enough, fine. With haki. But that's powers. Immortality factor or regen factor, I think, is a different thing entirely. But even still, the answer is probably haki. But you just need a certain type of haki or a certain application of haki, I think. Wouldn't it disappear if you regenerated, but Shanks didn't? So the tattoo was gone with his arm? What do you mean? Shanks didn't. Wouldn't it disappear if you have a regeneration, but Shanks didn't? Wouldn't that wouldn't disappear if you have regeneration? No, because I think that his reaction would be a lot. I think his reaction would be different if he lost the power to regenerate because the tattoo was gone on his arm. Then I think he would note to that, not expect it to regenerate. That's what I think. First speaking. But yeah, so to me, it's been about Conqueror's haki for negation of all powers, Devil Fruit, and immortality. Armament probably just stops it for powers. But immortality factor, I think, is pretty different. Right? Like, you could argue that maybe a strong enough Conqueror's haki infusion user, like a Shanks or a Joy Boy or a Roger, they could do damage to Prometheus or Zeus because they would negate what creates them. But Demos, I do see what you're saying. The mark moves around like a curse seal mark. Rev, I believe the counter is Haki's purest form called Spirit. The attack that attacks the devils, and that attacks the devils in the devil fruits. Joy Boy alludes to this when he's saying, "I'm combining my strongest haki into this knot." I don't know about the whole spirit thing, but there is an idea that because like what was it like? Armor haki allows someone to attack the real person's body or their soul in some respects, which is why they can do damage to them, even though they're a Logia user. It's something of that sort. So I think I see what you're saying here. Where, let's say, it's haki only focusing on even though he's getting cut here, it's more non-physical, more transcendental, I suppose, than it is physical. More astral. We'll see how all it works out, because it's going to get confusing. And then also this. It's wrapping around him like Shanks did in Yeah. That one again. Maybe. Oh, says again, much love. I wonder when we get the Void Century flashback if haki will be involved in Devil Fruit's creation or the Eternal Flame. It'll be kind of, you know what? I mean, it'd be kind of crazy if there was an Eternal Flame thing going on here, because I feel like the Eternal Flame would also be important. Well, not Mother Flame, maybe. It'd be kind of crazy that was also a factor as well. But I don't see Gaban having any fire sort of shit, so who knows? But either way, but it's possible. The Void Century should be everything, so they should know at least the details of how things happened in the past between Joy Boy and other forces, which would mean that they should know. Yeah, that would mean that they should essentially know if haki can do X, Y, Z, and the other, just by reading the history of it. Yeah, for sure. Okay. All right, so those are the YouTube donations, man. Once again, everyone, thank you for donating on YouTube. I'm gonna go Twitch exclusive now for a little bit of time. Maybe do tier 3 if people are down. Which may be for the chapter. That's possible. So YouTube, I love you guys. I'm gonna try and get to some more. Either maybe not Record Ragnarok, but I may try to do more Chainsaw Man tomorrow, and then hopefully this stream doesn't get age gated, like, cause oh my god, we're doing crazy things. Denji's horny. He's so fucking horny. We'll see. All right, Miyaga's Yonko level. I mean, in the modern day sense, of course, because I'll say that Miyaga and Luffy are comparable, but he's on Big Mom's level or Kaido's level or BB's level? No. All right, everyone. I'm going to see you guys on YouTube later. Take care, YouTube. Stay safe. Have a nice one. Love you. And again, next chapter of One Piece, I probably won't get to it immediately because I'll be in Japan. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably get to it like when I come back from Japan, or do a double chapter reaction when I come back, okay? So you just FYI, okay? Either a double tap reaction. If I can do it in Japan, I will. If I can, though, I don't know if I can. Things may get wonky because of the connection to the internet, and also the time may be a bit wonky too. Where let's say, for example, it's gonna be like let's say it comes out around like 5 a.m. my time when I'm like probably in bed. So it'll be a bit, we'll see. But I will keep you guys in the up and up. Okay. There's a break. There's a break. Where? You just had a break, no? Really? There's a break? Another one? Look up Samurai. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I'll check it out. All right, YouTube. Take it. Peace out. Stay safe. I'm gonna see you guys then tomorrow for probably some. I'll say Tower of God. For some Chainsaw Man, probably. Take care. Stay safe. Have a nice one. And I'm gonna try to get updates for you guys over the next few months. Emotes, new setups, all kind of stuff. Right? I'm really gonna try. Because you guys need some love. You guys need some screen time love too. I ain't no doubt about it.